On a quiet summer evening, a small fishing dock rested beside a peaceful lake. The water reflected the moonlight like silver glass, and the night air carried the smell of fresh bread from a nearby picnic basket. A hungry mouse wandered across the dock. He had spent the entire day searching for food. Then he saw it, a piece of warm bread sitting inside a metal trap. The smell was irresistible. At first he stayed back. Something about it felt dangerous. But the longer he stared, the more he convinced himself that he could take just one bite and leave. So he stepped closer, then closer, and with one quick leap, he grabbed the bread. Snap! The trap slammed shut around him. The mouse cried out and pulled with all his strength, but the metal jaws would not let go. His freedom had been traded for a moment of pleasure. As he struggled, a wise-looking owl landed on a wooden post nearby. The owl watched silently for a moment before speaking. "You saw the danger and walked into it anyway," the owl said. The mouse lowered his head. "You let your hunger make your decisions," the owl said. The owl shook his head. "Some creatures never learn." The mouse wanted to argue, but he couldn't. Deep down he knew the owl was right. After a few moments, the owl spread his wings and flew away into the darkness, proud of his wisdom. But the night had one more lesson to teach. Across the lake, bright lights suddenly appeared. A group of fishermen had arrived and switched on powerful lamps above the water. The lights were dazzling, beautiful, impossible to ignore. The owl noticed them immediately. He circled high above, watching the glow dance across the lake. Something inside him stirred. He told himself he was only curious, nothing more. He flew a little closer. Then closer. The lights reflected off the water, creating moving shadows below. The owl spotted what looked like a large fish near the surface. Without thinking, he folded his wings and dove. Fast, silent, certain. But it wasn't a fish. It was a fishing line. The owl crashed into it and became tangled instantly. He flapped wildly. The more he fought, the tighter the line wrapped around him. Minutes later, he found himself hanging helplessly above the water, not far from the trapped mouse. For a long time, neither of them spoke. Finally, the mouse looked up and said quietly, "Funny, isn't it?" The owl looked away. "You warned me about my weakness," the mouse continued, "but you never noticed your own." The owl said nothing, because there was nothing to say. The mouse had been trapped by hunger. The owl had been trapped by confidence. Different mistakes, same outcome, and maybe that's true for people too. It's easy to recognize someone else's weakness. It's easy to point at another person's bad habit, bad relationship, or poor decision. What's hard is seeing the trap waiting for us, because the dangers that catch us rarely look dangerous at first. They look exciting, comfortable, rewarding, and by the time we realize what's happening, we're already tangled in them. So before judging someone else's mistake, ask yourself one question: what trap am I walking toward right now without noticing? Sometimes the most dangerous blind spot is believing you're too wise to have one.